Good evening. Thank you for tuning into Old Iron Garage. So, this evening on the bench, we have the Tecumseh HH100 again, the one that will be going into my 1970 Boland's Husky 1253 to replace the blown Tecumseh HH120. And in the last video, you've seen me plane the head. You see how the gasket surface is nice and shiny, looks like it's freshly machined. Yeah, so you see me plane the head. One thing I forgot to mention is this head was indeed warped. I could put it on a perfectly flat surface and it would rock a little bit. I could rock it just a little bit. This here is exaggerating, but you get the idea. It would rock. So it meant it was warped. And when I first started planing it on the sandpaper, you could see where the high spots and low spots were. So, and the largest area that was a low spot where there would be where compression would leak out is the area where I saw where I could see the tiny little bubbles coming out at the head gasket right above the carburetor. So yeah, that whole end was not sealing properly. So anyways, but then off video this evening, I took the old metal head gasket and I cleaned that up, because anywhere where it wasn't sealing very well, it was very dirty. And it was like tiny amount of surface rust, maybe, it looked like. So as you can see here, it is nice and bright and shiny. Looks almost new. I would just buy a new one, and I will if I need to, but I'm going to give this head gasket one more chance because money's really, really tight for us still. So, yeah, I just gotta pinch pennies where I can. So, yeah, I'm gonna give this head gasket one more chance. One more thing I did off camera was I checked earlier this evening. I checked the valve clearances, and according to my Tecumseh technician's handbook, they should be, for the intake should be 8. I believe 8. It was 8 thousandths of an inch, and for the exhaust valve, the clearance should be 12 thousandths of an inch. Pretty sure those were the numbers. But anyways, they were like perfect. They were on point. So that's not a concern. Yeah, I just left those alone. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get this head gasket in place. We'll get the head on, the head bolts in, and then I will run them in with the impact, and then I'm going to torque them to spec. I should probably let you guys watch what I'm doing here. That was kind of the point. It's kind of the point of the video. Be kind of pointless if you're just watching me work but not actually seeing what I'm doing. It'd be kind of dumb. Really boring. How funny would that be if I filmed a whole video like that and forgot to move the camera and then realized it afterwards? I'm like, oh wow, what a waste. What a waste of time that was. Obviously, if I were to do something dumb like that, I wouldn't even bother uploading it. So yeah, let's get this freshly planed head into place. I'm going to try and drop it on the head gasket with the bolt holes lined up. Now let's start getting the bolts in. Let's get one in each corner, make sure all the bolt holes and everything are lined up and I can catch threads. want to make sure I catch threads before I start running them in with the impact, because if I don't, they can cross thread. But anywho, they're all started. Now when you start to tighten these and when you torque them, you want to just like on a wheel, like how you'd go around in a star pattern, you do one, skip one, do one, skip one. Well, there's 9 here. There's 9 head bolts, so we're gonna do one. Well, first we're gonna go like across corners for like the initial snugging, and yeah, so on and so forth. Now we need the torque wrench. So I looked up the torque spec for the head bolts in the technician's manual earlier, my Tecumseh technician's manual. I'm going to go ahead and put these bolts in that hold the shroud to the head. But I looked up the torque spec for the head bolts, and it said 180 to 240 inch-pounds. I decided to go 240 inch-pounds, the maximum recommended torque spec, just because, you know, I was previously having a slight head gasket leak. So, but using my 3/8 torque wrench, and this measures in foot-pounds, not inch-pounds. So converting 240 inch-pounds to foot-pounds would be 20 foot-pounds. So, oh, well, you know, I already have it set right at 20 foot-pounds from the last time I used it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and torque these. This is my Pittsburgh brand torque wrench from Harbor Freight. Love Harbor Freight. Love Pittsburgh brand tools. I'm going to go the same pattern around that I did to snug them with the impact. Now I'm just going to go around one more time, but I'm just going to go in a circular pattern this last time. And just double check that they are all 20 foot-pounds. All right, that is 20 foot-pounds. Double checked. Put the torque wrench back away. Now, compression test. Move some tools. I have a Maddox brand compression tester kit from Harbor Freight. You guessed it, another tool set from Harbor Freight. By the way, Harbor Freight and none of the brands that they carry sponsor me or anything. I don't have any sponsors, and I'm okay with that. But I just really like their tools. I think they're great tools, and I have no problem, giving them a shout out because I love their tools. Yeah, I simply just love their tools. Great tools. Okay, which one am I gonna need? This one should be the correct one. Those threads look like they might go down a tad too far, though. Oh yeah, those go down in there kind of far. I wonder if I can maybe... Okay, yeah, these ones... This other one doesn't go down. This other adapter doesn't go in as far. Let's compare them to the spark plug. Yeah, it's a lot closer. Of course, I have to take into account that it doesn't have the little electrode thingy that sticks down. So that's fine. This will work. I just don't want it to come in contact with anything. Yep, that is tight. Okay. I'm going to need my booster box to crank this over. Make sure it's set at 0. Yeah, set at 0. Gonna move the case for the compression tester kit, and I'm gonna go grab my little handy dandy booster box. I have one that's a little bit bigger than this one, but this one is great because it's small, so it's good for like bench testing stuff. It's great for like jump starting electric start engines on the bench when I'm like working on them. But it's still big enough. It'll jumpstart one of my tractors, obviously, because this is a tractor engine. But anywho, this one I actually got last spring, free on the side of the road. It didn't work, obviously. That's why it was out there for free. I asked the guy, "Hey, you mind if I take that?" He's like, "Yeah, that's fine." So I got it and brought it home. Checked it out, battery in it was bad, so I went on Amazon and bought a new battery. And so I got this basically a brand new one. All right, let's see what it does. Come on. Need a ground. Okay, first compression test comes out to, let's see, 70, 80, 90. A little over 65 pounds. It's about 66-ish pounds. Let's see if I can get it where... It's just past the 65 mark. I don't know if you guys can read that well or not. I'm trying to get it where you can read it. Try again. See what happens. Same results. Just a hair past the 65 mark. Let's do one more. And actually, I'm going to check. Okay. Well, I thought this booster box was fully charged, but it's showing it's 1 bar low. So that may slightly affect how fast it's spinning. Possibly enough to affect the compression test, but I don't know. Let's do one more anyway. It says 65 on the dot. Just for kicks, I'm going to go and grab my booster box that plugs into the wall. That thing has a boost setting of like 50 amps. I got this for free too. I get a lot of stuff for free by just like finding things that people are throwing out and like taking them and fixing them up and stuff, you know. So that's always nice. I've gotten a lot of stuff for free over the years. A lot of good stuff. Let's get it ready. I don't like using this on the bench. It's a little unhandy on the bench, but I mean, I want to have a little bit more accurate compression test. So make sure it's off. Okay. Yep. Alrighty. So it's at Z0. And actually, I'm gonna do one better this time. All right. So let's see what it does. That's surprising. This thing doesn't even crank it over as fast as the other thing is. I've only gotten maybe like 62 pounds on that one. Huh. Well, I don't know what kind of charge my bigger booster box, portable booster box is holding, but I might just go and grab that real quick. I know where it is. It's not far, so because I really just want to make sure I'm getting an accurate, or if I have any chance of having an accurate compression test, I want to try to get it. Okay, so I haven't used or charged this thing in a long time. It's a little dirty, but it shows it having a full charge. So the green light is lit up, so we're going to give it a go. I got this one for free too from a friend who was cleaning out his pole barn. He's getting ready to sell, and he had a pile of junk. And he had me come over and see what I wanted out of it, if I wanted anything out of it. He gave me a bunch of tractor parts and stuff, and ooh, forgot I had it turned on. That surprised me. Anyways, yeah, and then he had a pile of junk, so I looked through it and he let me have that. But anyways, this one needed no repair. So anyway, let's see what it does. See if this one does any better. It does do better. But we are still, again, at about 66 pounds. Let's just try one more time. Probably be the same, but. Hey, this time I got like 68. No. Reading that wrong. 70. About 73 pounds. I got about 73 pounds. It's about halfway between the 70 and 75 mark. I don't know if you guys can make it out. But there you should be able to make it out. So, yeah, got higher that time. So let's give it another try. About 73 pounds. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to look it up online. I feel like the compression release in this probably doesn't kick off until it fires and then it stops. But yeah, so anyway, that's what we came up with anyways. It's enough for it to run. Yeah, I don't know if I still have a compression leak. I don't know if I still have a head gasket leak or not. I won't know until I run it and look for little bubbles coming out. I'll go all around the head gasket with a flashlight and check and see. But anyway, there you have it. Like I said, I don't really know how accurate. Well, I know those results are accurate. This head gasket, I'm tired. This compression tester is good, but I've tested it against others, and it is accurate. But like, I don't know if that for sure. What numbers, what compression this thing's supposed to have, and if that compression release is messing with our results. So, but anyways, take that however you want. Thank you for tuning in to Old Iron Garage. If you like what you see in this channel, please hit that subscribe button, and please check out the other videos on the channel. Yeah, there's plenty of videos. A lot of small engine stuff, a lot of bowling stuff, a little bit of home light chainsaw stuff, which I've been intending to start doing more home light videos, but I'm waiting till it warms up. So I can actually do stuff like go out and cut some wood with it and stuff like that, rather than just fire it up and let it idle. But yeah, anyway, thank you for tuning in and have a good evening.